Hi, my name's Jennifer Penrose, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about balance. And sometimes people don't realize that there are lots of components that affect balance. There are three main systems that affect balance. One is your vision, two is your vestibular system or your inner ear, and third is your proprioception, is what it's called, your ability to feel the ground with your feet and get input from your legs up to your brain. And if you have peripheral neuropathy, for example, you won't have the best ability to feel the ground. So you're at a disadvantage for balance with that. Other things that might surprise you about balance is if you have, let's say you have pain in your hip. I had a lady not too long ago, we'll call her Susan, and she had a fall, had some bumps, bruises, and kind of started to be more cautious with getting around, and as a result got more and more unsteady and just moving less in general, and was starting to notice just a decline in her overall physical fitness and ability to keep up with her friends. And then she also had some hip pain starting, and that might have happened because of the fall. And so then she started leaning, that was her left hip, and she started leaning off to the right. Well, then that was affecting her walking and her balance, and her ability to take even steps from right to left. And so pain can also affect your balance. And then she started to get weaker, so even her left hip was considerably weaker than her right, even to her thigh and down to her knee. And her ability to move her ankle as quickly on that side, and just it was stiffer in general. So those are some things I think sometimes people don't always think about, is your strength in your core, your hips, your stiffness in your ankle, weakness in the ankle. All of that can also play a role with your balance. Or if you've had recent surgery, you may have noticed you don't trust that one particular side, if it was a knee surgery or hip surgery. So there's lots of things that can play a role with balance. One way to test your vision input is if you try to balance on one leg and you close your eyes and you really have a hard time, then we know that vestibular inner ear system is pretty weak. It's really relying heavily on your vision. And most falls often happen at dusk or at night. And so we know that probably most of us are not working that vestibular system enough. And so there's definitely some balance activities that would be good to keep doing, like practicing balancing, somewhere safe where you can actually close your eyes and challenge it. So the lady that I was talking about, Susan, after about 6 weeks, we had her hip pain resolved with some hands-on manual therapy techniques and stretching, the correct exercises to get her hips stronger. She could balance on either side for 30 seconds or more, eyes open and eyes closed, and on uneven surfaces. And more importantly, she just felt really confident going places again and walking on uneven ground, and keeping up with her friends and her family. So I hope through that, just telling you a little bit more about the balance systems and other things that can affect balance, and just her story, that one, you learn that you're not alone if you feel like your balance is decreasing, and two, that there are things you can do. You don't have to put up with it. It's not just a normal part of the aging process. Yes, our balance does tend to deteriorate as we get older, but if you work on it and you do things and keep your strength in your core active, and you keep the flexibility in your ankles, and practice balance exercises, you can live a very active, independent, and mobile life. And that's why we're here. So that was just something I wanted to highlight, and hopefully you found that helpful, and we're happy to help you. We often do balance screening just to see if you would be appropriate as a client. So look for that in the future. We probably will have a balance workshop coming soon. All right. Thanks. Have a great day.